The GoodGood King of the Mountain event was such an unbelievable experience, man. It was only an hour and a half away from my college campus. When I saw I was in Illinois, I ended up getting the tickets, and then I'm like, well, I should probably find out like where I'm actually gonna be going for this. And I realized it was only an hour and a half drive from Whitewater, so I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I have to do this. And going into this event, like, I really had no idea what to expect. I didn't go to the GoodGood meetup in Illinois. I haven't been to any other like fan meetups or anything. I haven't even been to like a golf event like for the PGA Tour. So this was checking the box for a lot of different first times for me, in the golf world. So driving there, I wasn't able to make it for the whole event. I had college classes, so I was able to leave Whitewater at 12:30. The main event started at 3 o'clock. I got there right around 2 o'clock, and it was funny. I think I actually accidentally went into the like all the players parking lot. That was like, I think it was sent on the email or something like that. But I pulled into this lot and they're like, "Hey, are you general admission?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, this is the wrong entrance. You're at the right spot, wrong entrance." So they just kind of directed me to get around. And at this point, I'm seeing parts of the course, so it was really cool. And Kemper Lakes Golf Club was such like a pure place. So it's a private course, and just walking it and seeing what it looked like. The greens were outstanding the way they looked. So I get to the parking lot, and I was expecting a lot more cars. Like, there really wasn't that many cars. And so I go over, and you weren't allowed to bring the camera I'm looking into right now, a digital single lens camera. So all the stuff that you guys are going to be seeing is recorded off my phone. So I ended up walking in, nothing really on me, just had my phone, wallet, and keys, and some sunglasses. That was pretty much it. And I walk in, scan my ticket or whatever, and I'm walking through this trail. I see like all the signs with the different teams, and then I get to the end of the trail, and I'm trying to like find out where to go because I've never been to this place. And all of a sudden, Paige Spiranek is just sitting in a golf cart right in front of me. I said what's up to Paige there. That was not the first time she made an appearance in this whole event here for me. So I walk over, then I find this big kind of group of people. I see the range, so I see all the ladies warming up, and then I look over some more and I see Garrett, I see Matt. So I'm like, oh, I'll go see Garrett. We were just waiting until the main event started on hole 10. It was a 9-hole event, 2v2 tournament. Each round was 3 holes. So during this, Melosi came up. He actually hit 2 chip-ins in a row from like 20 yards. That was pretty cool. He almost made the third. I really thought it was going in. Seen Brad hit some shots. Seen some of the J&A guys, like John and Ashton. And then all of a sudden, Sploosh, he came. There was this rope that was holding everybody off. Sploosh came. So I went up and got a picture with Sploosh. That was really cool. Max with his huge camera walked past me, so I got a video of that. And then, before I knew it, that was kind of the tee off was starting to happen. So I worked my way over to hole 10, found a spot to stand and just kind of watch all the guys tee off. I kind of wanted to see all the groups come through on the first hole. And Bubby, he was in one of the last groups. So I ended up, when I was walking to the next hole, that's when like Bubby and his group was moving over too. And I was walking there, and I'm like, oh wait, that's Bubby right there. So I ended up getting a picture with Bubby right there. So that was not the first time he entered this experience as well. But yeah, then worked my way to the next hole. Garrett and Sean were teeing off, and Garrett was kind of wearing this like Chicago Bears themed style for like how his golf attire was that day. And then people started going back and forth, like Bears, Packers, saying Micah Parsons because he just got traded to the Packers. And it turns out Sean is a Packer fan. After that tee shot, I was, up kind of by the fairway, and Sean was walking past. So I was able to get a Go Pack Go out of Sean.
Hey, Sean, Go Pack Go? Yes, sir. Come on. Hey.
Then some more time passed by, and I was here solo, so, some people here, like, they wanted to go. It just didn't work out, so I had to make the decision. Like, I almost didn't go because I'm like, oh, it's just going to be by myself. But I'm like, this is too good of an opportunity to pass up on, especially being a creator myself and just wanting to meet some of these guys. So then around this time, I ended up meeting some other guys that happened to be there solo as well, which was really kind of funny that we all kind of stumbled across each other and got to know each other. So I want to give a shout out to Tucker, Bo, and Bobby. Bo actually did a magic trick in front of Bubby, which we will get to in just a second. It was really cool to get to know these guys from all over the area. Potential videos with them in the future, that would be kind of a cool full circle moment there. So at this point, in the tournament, some teams are starting to get eliminated. We started working our way up, having to walk past the executive of GoodGood, Hendrick, I wish I would have had the opportunity to talk to him. That would have been really cool. But anyways, we were up by this green. I forget what hole, but it was right around the time when people were getting eliminated. And all of a sudden, we look over to our right, and Bubby's just standing there like 20 yards away. So then Bo called him over. He's like, hey, Bubby, you want to see a magic trick? And Bubby at first was like, and then Bo's like, come on, let's go. Let's see a magic trick. So I got a video of that magic trick, which I'll play right now.
That's good.
What is it? Is it magic or is it like you
What's
do
your
some
bank
stuff?
account
No,
number?
it's
Your social security number.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to need your social security. No. Go ahead and shuffle the cards. What I'm going to do is this is a prediction trick. Okay?
So it's like being a mentalist. Like you do it
It's
like
it's
that, or is
almost
it a card
it's yes. It's a
trick? Is it like I put a card in, you keep your finger on it? And
No.
You figure out what it's in?
No, it's actually very fair.
He reads your
Okay.
mind.
It's very fair because what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at
Where are
the
you
deck.
from?
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit? Okay.
Yeah,
You're a
but
Lions
I'm-
fan? Tigers fan?
Die
everything?
hard.
Okay.
Been Lions fan since
Okay.
the 0-16 season, the 08.
Oh, damn. Okay. You're die hard then.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Been there the whole time.
So you want me to just keep shuffling?
Shuffle until you feel like you're satisfied with your shuffle.
This becomes a competition.
Yeah. You gotta beat the magician.
Whenever you feel satisfied, that's when it's good. Okay.
Just don't
So
get
what I'm
too
going to do
good.
is I'm going to look at the deck, and I've seen a lot of your stuff on YouTube. I think you're a great guy. You're
Thank you.
You're personally my favorite golfer.
I see your
out
stump
of
snap. I
everybody.
appreciate
Team
that.
stumps day one, baby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through this deck here, and I'm going to get an idea of the kind of cards that you're going to be picking. So I think that you are going to pick a card right here, and I think this card is going to be a prediction. All right.
Dude, I don't like this. You're fucking with me.
All right. So all I need you to do is take a card out of the middle of the deck here. Any one of them. Are you sure it's that one? Because this is a really important trick. And this is a really important part of the trick. And what's actually really cool is that you can actually show me the card. I've seen this trick before. Fantastic. So with this 10 is going to give us 2 cards. So knowing you, I kind of figured you're going to pick the 10 of clubs because, clubs, golfer, why not? And 10s, I mean, you're a 10 out of 10 kind of guy. So
Thank
why
you.
not?
Hey.
So that gives us 2 cards. A card before and a card after. You could have picked any card in the deck. One of 52 cards. Well, 51 because I took one
You
out as
took
a
one out,
prediction.
yeah.
But you picked the 10, which happens to be in between this card and this card. This is going to be the value, and this is the suit. So if you picked right, which I think you did, you picked a 2, and that 2 is a club. Go ahead and tell me if I'm right.
How? How'd you do that?
I mean, if you want to learn, I could teach you, but
No,
He'd
I
have to
don't
kill you.
wanna-
that would require.
You took that card out before we started. And then,
You want to do it again?
sure.
And it was funny because Bubby's just like, all right, keep going. Give me another one. Give me another one. He just like couldn't believe like that it just kept happening and happening. So that was really funny. And then I had the opportunity to ask Bubby a certain question, so I'll run that clip as well.
Bubby, 100 gorillas or 100 men or 1 gorilla?
100 men, obviously.
Objectively,
Are you
is
kidding
the
me?
right
Dude,
answer.
I think it would take
I've had
16 men.
I've had this argument with my dad, my cousins.
Because, dude, if you have 100 men, think about it. You could send 20 guys to
At
each
one time?
limb. 20 guys to each limb, and then you have 20 to attack. You're winning. How much time have you put
Go
in?
in. It doesn't take that much time.
But the thing is, you're going to get 2. I think it would take like maybe 3 or 4 John Joneses, and you'd beat a gorilla's ass. Like, it just matters which caliber of person you take.
Because here's the thing.
Dirt, then you can have one guy just throwing dirt.
Exactly. Jack knows.
But no, overall, Bubby was the one I had the most time to talk to. Our group, we probably talked with Bubby for like 15, 20 minutes. Kind of the rest of the group kind of went forward to the next tee, and then Bubby was just kind of staying back talking to us, and he's such a down-to-earth guy. He is so cool. Like, the person you see in the YouTube videos is exactly who you see in real life. Such an awesome guy. It would be awesome to film a video with him sometime. So just very grateful for the opportunity to meet him. But I'd say the coolest thing, like talking to Bubby, was this singular moment caught right here.
Shout out BV Golf.
Hey.
Good guy here. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming out.
Just unbelievable. That's pivotal right there. That was so cool. I like couldn't believe like what I was hearing, like just standing next to him and everything. So that was very unbelievable experience there. Anyway, we worked our way to the next hole was like almost done. Then we just decided to position ourselves for the tee off. I believe this was the 17th hole at the time. So we were able to see Brad and Sean and then their teammates tee off. I gotta say, the ball absolutely flies off of Brad's driver. He actually hits the smoke out of the ball. That was like one of the cooler things too. Like, you see their shots in the YouTube videos and then you see it in real life. Fast forward a little bit. That kind of goes along with one of my other takeaways too. Like, when you're at an event like this, it's so cool, but you kind of got to like position yourself because you can't see everything. There's all these different groups, all these different places, and you can't see everything. So you got to kind of pick where you want to be, anticipate where you want to be for like certain shots. So that's why like this story is a little kind of all over the place. I'm gonna fast forward to the end of that hole where Brad and Sean teed off there. They kind of finished up there and they were on to the last hole now. And then we were talking to what happened to be Ashton DeBlassie's dad. We were talking to his dad, and then he's like, "Oh, did you get an opportunity to talk to John and Ashton?" And we're like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, "Oh, well, you know, I'll call John over." John was like, you know, just next to us. So he brought John over, and we were talking to him for quite some time. And then he said he was going to try to find Ashton, but I think he was up in front of the ropes by the group or whatever. And then when we were talking to his dad, Ashton's dad was such a cool guy too. He's a head pro. I actually asked him if he could give me a tip after seeing a video of my swing. So he watched this video of my swing, and he basically told me that my stance is too open. So if I can close the stance a little bit, and then my left foot is flared too far out to the left, if I just bring it in just a little bit, I should straighten out my drives a lot more and not have to worry about that slice. But then we were talking to his dad, and John came over to talk to him, and then I looked over and I saw Paige again just sitting in a cart. So I went up to Paige, and what's unique with Paige is she played and filmed a video at the Phoenician, which is where I filmed, which is one of my more popular videos. I made a trip to Arizona for this. So I went up to her, I'm like, "Paige, how was the Phoenician?" I just played there. I left a comment on your video. You responded. I don't know if you remember, but so we talked about the Phoenician. So that was a kind of cool, another pretty cool commonality there. And then so we just talked a little bit about that course, and then just talked for a little bit. Probably talked with Paige for about 5 to 10 minutes. One thing that stood out with Paige and really everybody at this event is that they're all just like really good people. Another pretty surreal moment happened with Paige in this moment right here.
Shout out to BB Golf.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So that's two people giving the props to BV Golf. Didn't even feel real like when it was happening. So that was pretty unreal experience as well. This kind of takes us to the last hole, which was a multiple time playoff. They had to go back and re-tee off. Brad actually cut the corner on his shot, hit an outstanding drive. Probably one of the greatest drives I've ever seen in real life. Then I ran into Ashton's dad again, and he's like, did he get an opportunity to talk to Ashton? I'm like, "Oh, no, not yet." So he brought me over. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll go get him." So I went over, talked to Ashton for a little bit. So it was cool getting to talk to him. One thing that really stood out, like talking to Ashton, like he's such a real guy, same age as me, and just to really try to emulate his work ethic. He works really hard, and one thing he told me is just like, "Hey man, just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. You're gonna get there." But at this time, everybody was like around the 18th green, watching everything finish out. The winners ended up being Sean and Sarah. So it capped off a really awesome event. Afterwards, on the green, everybody was just kind of chilling there, so I went up to Garrett, got a picture with him, went up to Max, got a picture with him. Then I saw Brad. I asked him how Augusta was, and he's like, "Man, Augusta's just an unbelievable experience," because he played at the Masters, for those of you who are unaware. Ran into Melosi, he took a selfie, and then kind of finished the night off with the Corey Kent concert, and that was an electric experience as well. The only thing that was a little unfortunate is I never ran into Blake or Matt throughout the day, so that was a little unfortunate. Would have liked to run into those guys, but with that many people there, a lot going on, it already went way better than I could have expected. So it was just such a surreal experience. Everyone there was so real and just like outgoing and willing to talk to you. So that was something that I'll never forget. And just my kind of big takeaway is, as you guys know, I have big aspirations for myself, and seeing how those people perform on that stage is something that I want to strive to be. And now that I kind of have that physical picture in my mind, it's one thing seeing it in the YouTube videos, but it's completely different when you see it in real life. When I see how these guys carry themselves, talk to fans, hit their golf shots, stay professional while also making time for the others, it really painted that picture of what I want to try to be, what I think about when I'm sitting here at my desk, grinding, putting together YouTube content. Yeah, so that kind of brings everything to an end here. I got back here at Whitewater around 11:30. Just an unbelievable experience. A huge shout out to everybody that I met, to the group of guys that I mentioned earlier that ended up meeting, and we're going to take this thing to the moon. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
Shout out BV Golf.
Hey.
Good guy here. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming out.